viewers, you're welcome to Next Consult. Actually, this is going to be one of my first series on how to use Vmix. I'm going to take it slowly, and I'm hoping that by the end of this tutorial you will be able to use the Vmix to do whatever thing that you intend to use it for. So just follow along. But first, I want you to do me a favor by subscribing to the channel so that you get updates of whatever video that I make on this channel. If you're on this channel, you have free access to informations and direct interactions for premium resources. Anyway, so like I said, this video is going to be a lengthy series, and I'm hoping that I can provide and solve the problem that most of you are going through. So first, this is the Vmix interface. You have the add input section. Anything that you want to add to the software, you come to the add input, and at the add input you have video. Should in case you want to add a video to the software, you browse it, then you upload it. We have the DVD, you have the list, you have the camera. So if in case you have a capture card that is connected to your device, you will locate your camera name over here. Alright, then we have NDI and desktop capture. I'll take you through some of them, especially the very ones that you will need for your streaming. So I'll tackle them. So first, let's go to video. Let me pick any video. So we have two approaches. It's either you browse and select the video, or you can add and drop the video. So this is the video. It's a gospel song that mostly I do use. So disclaimer, is not my song. It's a song for the sake of this tutorial that I use. So there's another approach that you can also drag and drop the video. So I have some advertisement over here. Let me drag it and drop it into the software. So there's it. Okay, it's also simple. Alright, so now let's move on. You can also add a picture to your stream. How? You can also go to the add inputs, then you go to images. Just like I did, you can browse and select the image based on the location where the image is. Okay, but I already have one over here, so I want to use this one. Okay, alright, let me browse and select an image. Desktop. Okay, so this is the image. Alright, let's add another one also. So we go to add inputs, image. Like I said, this video is going to be lengthy, so just take your time. You not rush into it so that you can get the concept. So I will select this one also. Now I click on OK. Alright, so now we have two images, live, outline. Then I selected some advertisements over here. Then we have one video also. All right, so now let me show you how you can add your audio, because these are the basic things that you'll be needing in your stream. You are going to need your video, you are going to need your, let's say, an image, then an audio. Okay, so let's see how you can add the audio also. So at the add inputs, there's an audio input over here. The audio input, select the drop down menu. Different people are using different capture cards, so based on the name of your capture card, it will be identified here. Okay, so when you select it, let's say this is the capture card. This is the capture card currently that I'm using. So when I select it, I don't want to select it because I've already selected it. When you select it, then you click on what? Okay, it will be added here. So this is the capture card that I'm using. So this is my audio. Your audio will be added here. That's fine. So now we have all these things over here, which is set. All right. Okay. Let me take you to the other side of the audio mixer also. This part will show you all the audio controls that currently you have added to the Vmix. So this is we have the master. Okay, we have the master over here, the master volume. So this audio microphone is telling you that is the volume, that's the volume control for my microphone. Okay, so I can choose to adjust it, increase it. Okay, all right. Then there is also the volume control for the video that I've added. This video, okay, this video that you see over here. Okay, so I can, how did I know that is the volume control? Check the name of the video. Is what? We're holding nothing. So you see here, you see we're holding nothing. You can use the volume control to control it, so that when I start playing it, it will make plenty noise. Please, I hope so far you understand the concept. Good. So now I'm going to show you how you can design your own ticker, a scrolling ticker from the Vmix software without using, because within the Vmix, let's go to add inputs. There are so many of the tickers when we come to title / XAML. We have the GT tickers. Okay, let's scroll down. There are plenty of them. Plenty of them. So these are the GT titles. So there are plenty of them. Okay, yes. So this is the tickets. This is the tickets. This is what I said earlier. These are the default tickets that we have in there. Okay. Alright. Then we have some GT scoreboards also in the software. Maybe if you're interested in football, depending on the purpose for which you're using the software for, you can select any of these and play around it. You have the GT social. So there are different types. You check through, then you select any of them. I'm doing this because I've received a couple of messages of people finding difficulty in using the Vmix. So I understand that some of you are advanced users, but please just give us time so that those that can maneuver through the software will also understand some of these things. Okay, so we have these things that you can also play around it. Okay. Then we have titles. All these things are there. Let's go to, we have multi views. later I'll show you how they are used for all. So let me go to all. We see everything in touch. Because of time, when you get the software, you can go through it and you see. So now my duty is to show you how you can create your own ticker. Okay, that's fine. The Vmix software, especially the Pro version, gives you the audacity to create your own GT title designer. How? You only have to click on this button. Then you select GT title designer. Let's wait whilst the designer opens. This designer gives you the option or the audacity to design anything within the software. And for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm showing how to design a ticker with a timer on it. So now let's start. I'll first have to go to the program files of where the Vmix has been installed. Why am I saying that? Let's get back to the Vmix. Add input and go to this. Because I want to identify this timer or any of these timers, but I'm interested in the timer center. And the name, you see, each and every one of them has a name attached to it. So it is timer right red, but currently I want to use timer center so that later you can also practice on the other ones. Okay, so the name is timer center. Okay, good. So let me show you how you can fish out the timer center. Good. Let's get back to the GT title. You go to file, you go to open, then okay, I'm already there, but let me go to, so you go to your local disk, then you go to program files, then you locate Vmix. So at the Vmix, we navigate to titles. You have the GT timer, and the name of the timer that we intended to use was what? Timer center. So select it and click on OK. Now we have it over here. You can click on it, and with these buttons we can just minimize it. Alright, so the next thing that we want to do, let me use this. Let's minimize it a little bit. Let's choose the 120. Okay, it's already 120. 108. Okay. Before we can bring this closer. Okay, that's fine. We will reduce it a little bit, but let's go to the next step. So the next step is that you would need, we will select this rectangle. Okay, then at this rectangle we draw something like this. Draw something like this. Okay, let me try and see some of the GT titles that I've made so that I'll have a particular design in mind. Okay, so now this it's all right. Okay, let's try and add some touches. So the star, I just want to make both ends curvy. Okay, so I'll select that one. Okay, then I'll navigate to the home bar. I think that's cool for me. Okay, all right, so let's select another one, another rectangle, and with this one okay, and with this one the style will be curvy, so let me bring it over here and make it, I'll change the style anyway, I'll change the color, yeah, I mean the color for the first one is going to be white. Okay, let's go to the style and select the curvy. Need okay, okay, please, I hope you are following along. These are things that you have to play around with. It's not like a precept that I've already done that I'm selecting. That's why it keeps on changing. Okay, so now that we have this, what do you have to do? We have to bring the timer on it. So I'll select the timer. Let me reduce the size so that it can fit. Okay, change this go. You're making it in such a way that it can fit on this. Okay, so now is going back. What do we have to do? You only have to right click on it and bring forward. Okay, bring forward. Bring to front. Okay, all right, that's the correct way to bring to front. So it's still exceeding the white line, so let's reduce it a bit to 36. Okay, I think 36 is okay. All right, that's fine. So now we have our design, our design title taker. Now let's select a text that will roll over it. So let's select this. So you play around it and you see. Let's wait to see where the test will end. Okay, let's give it some small minutes to see where it will end. So it's very simple. Whatever design that you want, you pick it from here, you take your time, you design it. There are so many other forms that you might be interested in. You design it, then you take it from there. It's very simple to do. Okay, I'm just using this tutorial to show you some of the features within the software that you can practice on your own. Alright, so let's extend this one so that it will look nicer. Like I told you, it's a series, so I'm hoping to do another video to show you the next things and other features within the software. Alright, so that's good. We can change the font, the font name, the font size, everything can be changed here. Okay, alright. So that's fine. So for the sake of this tutorial, this is the design that I want to use on the video. Okay, so let's save this. Save as let's save it to our desktop. So how should I name this? So new tutorials. So now you save. So let's minimize this and go and look for new tutorials on our desktop. This is it. You can drag it to the Vmix software, so we can drag it here. Okay, here is it. Here it is. So that is the new tutorial that we did. Okay, all right, so now let's should we do, but okay, let's fine tune it. Okay, all right, so now we can extend it at the Vmix is made in such a way that once you click on that setting, that engineer sign that you see over there, it gives you the audacity to general, color key, and some other options that you can edit. Okay, but for the sake of this tutorial, we go to position because we want to adjust it. You want to adjust it. Alright, that's fine. You can equally use your mouse to move it to whatever position that you want. Then we close this. My intention is to extend it to the ends of the screen so that I can place it on this video. Is that okay? Alright. So now how do we add a ticker to our video? Should in case this happen to be our camera, how do we add a ticker to it? Alright, follow along. This is the video, so I only have to select the video and go to the settings of this video. Then I'll go to layers and multi-view. Vmix gives you the option to add 10 additional things on this video. So at the layers and multi-view, I'll select the option 1. The name of my ticker will show over here. I'll select it and voila, we see it over here. But one thing is there are no text within it. Okay, so I have to come to the title the new title tutorial, right click it and go to title editor. Okay, so this text I can delete it, find some words, can type something. You are welcome to my channel. I would be glad if you subscribe to this channel. Feel free to contact me from the numbers below for any help that you So at this section also we have these tools over here. You can use this to change the font. Okay, you can use this option to increase the font size. Okay, all right, so I click on live and close this. Once I click on the play, let's watch here. You see our text moving. Okay, but it looks very, the font size is tiny for me, so I can right click this, title editor. Let me push it a bit so that whilst I change it I can see the effect here. So let's increase it. So as I click on the plus sign, you watch I think this one is okay now. Now it has become bolding. Okay, I think this one is okay. So please, like I told you, this tutorial is for the beginners so that they will know how to maneuver around this software. So I played with you, the advanced users. I might say certain things that you may not side with me, but just give us some time so that our colleagues can follow along. So I think as to up to this limit, you should be able to add your audio, you should be able to add your camera, you should be able to add your video, you should be able to add a picture, then you should be able to create your own new title ticker with the timer on it to suit your own design. This is going to be the part 1 of this tutorial. I would like you to do me a favor by subscribing, sharing. Don't forget to contact me or share with me your experience or the problems that you are facing, and I'll be glad to assist you of your problem. I'll come out with the part 2 of this tutorial. Stay tuned. Like I said, I'm taking you from the beginning to the end, to the extent where you will be able to stream on Facebook. So by the end of this tutorial, I don't know whether it's going to be in 3 parts, but I'm hoping that by the end of this tutorial you should be able to stream from this software to your Facebook. But I just want us to do the software additions so that once we move from here to the next level, you know what you're supposed to do. Thank you. Bye.